You might have seen that the symbol Om is what represents here. It actually represents Hinduism in most ways. It's a word that had no ending, no beginning, and so the world begins with Om, ends with Om, is how it is. Hinduism is essentially a faith which does not have a founder. It is over 4,000 years old. It is a series of codes of conduct which has become a religion of faith, a faith. It is properly called at one time what is called Sanatana Dharma, which is everything in Hindu faith is underlying, it's written in Sanskrit, one of the ancient languages. It's no longer spoken, but that language is so flowery, it has got a lot of words which have very distinct meanings. For example, the Sanatana Dharma, which is the underlying faith of Hindu belief, Sanatana means beginningless, endless. Dharma is Dri, which is actually the holding together of everything. So it is all of the beliefs, everything held together, and that's all there is. This Sanatana Dharma actually is more God-centered than prophet-centered. So you don't see any prophets really in Hinduism. It's really God-centered. It is more experience-based rather than belief-based. It's beyond any historical date of founding as far as we can see. The process of growth, it comes from the seed, as it is said. It is inherent and inclusive of all. So Hinduism essentially is very easy to understand, very easy to believe in, because you don't perform rituals to become a Hindu, you're born a Hindu. It's both immanent and transcendent. It is the whole and the parts, and it is loving of all and excluding of none. That is what the Sanatana Dharma really means. To all of us, these are the natural laws which we abide by, which is equivalent to the laws of science that we all see. That is, these laws are logical, and it is God created them, we follow them, that's it. We also believe that all of us are in some ways the same and at the same time different because of the presence of certain characteristics, or what we call gunas. So to summarize all of these various things, you also should realize that Hinduism actually is practiced through prayers, and most of these prayers are in Sanskrit. So I'll call up two separate stanzas and mantras, which I will explain a little bit. Both of them are in Sanskrit. The first one is a very contemporary one, which almost everybody starts off with in many rituals in Hinduism. It goes like this. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityo ma mrityam gamaya, om shanti shanti shanti. What it really translates to is, lead us from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality, and says, peace, peace, peace. And the second one is actually one which is actually incorporated into all kinds of things at the beginning of most of our rituals. That's called Gayatri Mantra. It goes like this. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Translated, it says, on the absolute reality and its planes, on that finalist spiritual light, we meditate as a remover of obstacles that it may inspire and enlighten us. Both of these prayers are non-denominational, and everybody uses it. So just to conclude, I just hope I gave you a little bit of an idea about what Hinduism is. Very difficult to describe, but hopefully you got it.